Score gets the sign. The windup, the 2-2. Swing. There's a drive to right field deep. Way back it goes. Number 500, David Ortiz. He does it. A shot into the right field bleacher.
Time for baseball under the Tropicana Field Dome in St. Pete. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Tampa Bay Rays. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Number 4 is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Tampa Bay. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's got a 1-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. It's not ideal. Probably would like to have a few more strikeouts. We'll see how it works out in this one.
Into the box comes leadoff man Yunel Escobar, and we are ready for baseball.
Leading off for the Angels, third baseman number 6, Yunel Escobar.
And we are underway from Tampa as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball 1.
First pitch, 12-10.
Hit hard up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Yeah, a nice job there as this one gets right up the middle to start the ball game. Always nice to put a guy in the stretch right from the very start.
Cole Calhoun will stand in, and you can see that surprisingly he hits better versus left-handed pitching than he does against righties. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And after you move a guy off the plate and you know he's all worked up, that's a perfect time to drop a curveball or a changeup on him. Great pitch call right there.
And oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off. Nobody out, runner on first. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Set to deal on 2-2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, let's take a look at this check swing here in show motion. From this speed, it almost always looks like the guy goes around. Here, well, it looked like a good call down there at third base. I think that bat did break the plane, and that is a strike.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. He'll enter play here with an average of .314, 15 long balls, and an even 50 RBIs. There goes Escobar. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. A tag from Forsythe, and they get him at second base.
Well, that was kind of surprising to see him stealing anyway. It didn't really look like he had a great lead at all, and they throw him out by a country mile. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding off.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with 2 strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Oh, and he turns on this fastball and sends it out to deep left field. And I would say he got just about all of that one as this ball is gone. A home run. It's a solo home run here for Mike Trout. Home run number 16 for him on the year as the Angels take a 1-0 lead.
And, you know, the only way you're going to tie this guy up on the inner half is if you go up and in. If you leave it belt high, he can handle that pitch, and he handled that one all right.
Here's Albert now.
The designated hitter, Albert.
As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 15 long balls and 54 runs batted in. 2 out, nobody on. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now. You get that feeling that'll be a pitch we see a lot of as this game goes along.
And when he's throwing that thing good, a lot of times that's where it winds up. So these guys are going to have to prove.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Angels do get one, however, on the Mike Trout home run. On to the bottom of the first now in St. Pete, and the Angels lead it here 1-0. Hector Santiago gets the ball for the Angels in this one. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, he's looking to knock down that ERA. You see there, he's into the 4s, looking to have a little better start than what he's been accustomed
to. Logan Forsythe comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Rays, second baseman, Logan Forsythe.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. These Angels, Eric, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And we've got a couple of teams here that are both sitting in last place in their respective divisions. Both a lot of problems. But, you know, I've always been told about problems. 70% of the people don't care you have them, and the other 30%, they're happy you have them.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And another foul ball. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Brad Miller will be next. Right side hit hard, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
second.
And this is just a great job of protecting him. You can see this pitch is down. It's away. It's a borderline strike if it's in the strike zone at all, yet he just reaches out and slaps it into right field.
Brad Miller will stand in, and as you can see, his home and road splits there. He's been a much better hitter away from home. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Well, Ferg, as he's known amongst baseball people, really does call a good game back there. He might reward a pitcher for a good location every once in a while, but most of his calls, they seem to be spot on.
A runner at first with no outs here. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are two aboard now.
Yeah, a big hole on the right side of the infield. You see it there. With the first baseman holding, the second baseman at double play depth, there's a lot of real estate out there, and he just bounces it right through the opening.
Stepping in now, Evan Longoria, as he'll swing and hit this one hard but foul off to the left and out of play. First and second here with nobody out. And Longoria swings right through that one as he's behind 0-2 now.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Line to the right side. But this is right at him in right field, as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
And that's actually a lot tougher play than it looks out there in right field. You know, sometimes off of a right-hander's bat, that ball can kind of curl away from you, but he stays right with it to put it away.
So striding in, Steven Souza, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over, and he's able to jump ahead.
Runners are at first and third, one away. Beaten into the ground over to first. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And he recovers to make the play, so a run is across to score, but they do record the second out.
Yeah, that's a nice play over there at first. They hit his pitcher right in stride. But meanwhile, the run is in to score from third base.
Brandon Geyer will stand in now, and you can see the splits on your screen. He's been exceptionally good against left-handed pitching to this point. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. very weakly on the ground. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Couple of hits lead to a run here for Tampa Bay. We'll head to the second inning here in St. Pete, all tied at 1-1. C.J. Cron will lead things off here as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second.
C.J. Cron.
Into the windup and the pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
That was quite a nice little battle as we check out the sequence of pitches here. It was a 6-pitch at bat, and as you watch this, you'll see that he wasn't going to go down without a fight. He was able to keep the at-bat alive by fighting off a couple of tough 2-strike pitches, but in the end, finally put away on that pitch right there, 1-2.
Standing in now, Jeffrey Marte. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He'll come in with an average down at 230, 4 home runs, and a dozen RBIs. Bases are empty, 1 man out. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Boy, they're just hacking at everything. I mean, everything.
Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
You think he's gotten over that first inning home run? How about back-to-back strikeouts here to start his half of the second? That'll help you get through it.
Johnny Giavotella will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. Here's the first pitch to him. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Geyer sprinting after it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Angels are gone in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second, tied at 1. Nick Franklin strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Baseman, Nick Franklin.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. One and two, here it comes. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Ready on 1-2. Hard sinker misses, 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone. And before we get much further, time for a look at the standings entering play today as you see where the Angels find themselves in the American League West. Oswaldo Arcia will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Well, he's been scuffling through this year, but over the last 10 games he's been good, hitting over 350.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
And that's exactly where you want to put that thing. Start it right down the middle and trust that its action will cause it to drop.
And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now, 1-2. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Trout. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Third baseman, Tim Beckham.
Tim Beckham will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Well, you kind of just take his batting average with a grain of salt because you know he's never been known as one of those good major league hitters.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Hank Conger would be next. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Rays. We played 2 full innings, and we are tied 1-1. Back for the top of the third here at the Trop as we give you a look there at nearby Clearwater Beach. Carlos Perez is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Carlos Perez.
First pitch on its way. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Beckham is under it as he puts it away, and it's 1 pitch, 1 away to start the third.
Well, nothing better than a first pitch pop-up to start the inning. You'll take that every time.
Settling in now, Andrelton Simmons. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Well, he's had a lot of guys swinging at pitches out of the strike zone early on, so it's a great idea to go ahead and bounce one there on 0-2.
Drilled right back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
And you know, that's what they needed. It's just a 1-out single, nothing too amazing. But now at least you get that guy into the stretch and maybe give your guys a little hope up there.
So a runner at first with 1 out now, and it's back to the top of the order now for Yunel Escobar. First offering on its way. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
And this is lined right back up the middle. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
There's a guy that's locked in at the plate. Even down 0-2, there's no panic in his approach. When you have that positive mindset at the plate, good things are going to happen.
Coming to the plate now, Cole Calhoun. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Right, especially starting off an at-bat.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. One and 1. Here it is. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
And now what do you go with here on the 1-2 count? I got a feeling that this one won't be in the strike zone either.
Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
and he's having a rough go of it so far. His second strikeout of the ball game. You can see him gesturing that he thinks that pitch was outside, but you know, I think once he gets a look at it in the clubhouse, he'll probably change his tune.
Mike Trout stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
And you can bet they'll pitch him carefully with a couple guys on base.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Does he dare go fastball here 2-0?
I think he's got to.
Two down, runners at first and second. Swung on, missed. 2-1.
Pretty gutsy pitch there. 2-0 changeup for a strike.
Bounced softly in front of the plate. Gonna be a tough play. Throw on to first. He'll be in time, and a good chance for the Angels goes for naught as the side is retired. Angels strand a couple. Home half of the third coming up, tied at 1. Hank Conger digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Catcher, Hank Conger.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Chopped in front of home plate. Perez scoops it up, throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting.
Yeah, and you know, that's a nice play back there behind the plate. For a big guy, look how quickly he springs to his feet, gets rid of that mask, and then he finds the ball here to make the throw to first to get his man.
In now, Logan Forsythe. As he'll take a look at ball 1. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
Oh, and he's sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
A little tapper. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, and that's not always an easy play for a pitcher, especially when he has to barehand the ball. But luckily, he's got plenty of time out there, so he's able to set himself and then make a good, strong throw.
Here's Brad Miller, the shortstop. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. That's by him for strike 1.
And he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Trout on the run. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. Through 3 complete, all tied 1 apiece. Albert Pujols is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. That's wide, 2-0.
And this is all about handling a guy like this with kid gloves. You know, walk him if you have to, but don't let him be the one to beat you.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. And he lays off the curveball. Strike three called, and that's going to be out number one. So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the fourth inning. And both of these guys working in pretty much the same realm. Just a 1 mile an hour differential from 94 down to 93 is the top speeds. Into the box now, C.J. Cron. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
That's yanked into the stands, strike one. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
And we've seen a lot of that pitch here in the first 4 innings, and it's been real effective for him, and that's another example right there.
A little bit off the outside, it's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon.
Well, this curveball, it just disappears. He thinks he's right on it at the plate. Look where it winds up, completely out of the zone. And that's what you want as a pitcher. You want hitters to chase pitches that aren't strikes.
Into the box, Jeffrey Marte. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. Geyer is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Angels go down 1-2-3. On to the bottom of the fourth, tied 1-1. Evan Longoria is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Designated hitter, number 3.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss on the sinker, 0-1.
When you look at the way he's throwing the ball, he's thrown first pitch strikes to less than 40% of the batters that he's faced, and yet he's still pitching well. And we're in the middle of this ball game.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
Yeah, going right back to the sinker right there, and why not? See if he's going to chase it again.
That's on the corner to put him behind now, 1-2.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1-2?
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Trout is over. 1 down.
That ball was hit well, and it might have been a different story if he pulled it. Instead, he hit it to the big part of the ballpark, and he's retired.
Steven Souza stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball one. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike one. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Well, there's no question that the sinker away has always been this guy's bread and butter pitch. You can see where it is on show track, and you're just not going to get a better location than that pitch with 2 strikes.
Into the box now, Brandon Geyer. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Change up, and he ain't buying it, 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Rays. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Johnny Giavotella heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Second baseman, Johnny Giavotella.
First pitch of the at-bat. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
This is line to left, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
And this is something they've worked on in the batting cages, taking some of the movement out of his swing. Much more compact now, and he's seeing some definite results.
Carlos Perez in now, hopped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And he thought to bunting here with the number 8 hitter up there.
Well, I'm more of a National League guy, so I'd maybe think about it, but in the American League, you just don't see it used all that often.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. One run, 5 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. And a dive, but he's back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Runner goes for second. Bunt attempt misses. The throw down. The tag from Forsythe, and they get him at second base.
This all gets back to footwork here. Catchers are usually not the fastest guys around, but the good ones do have one thing going for them, and that's a quick setup behind the plate. And this guy's dead to rights here.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
And sometimes up there you just get completely fooled. I mean, I think he changed his mind about swinging at this pitch about 3 different times while it was on its way to the plate. I'm going to swing. No. I'm going to take it. Oh, well, I better try to at least foul it off. And in the end, he got nothing.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Arcia moves over, and that's the 3rd out. Angels go quietly there. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Nick Franklin comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
First baseman, Nick Franklin.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's in there for strike 1. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Rocket to 3rd. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard. The relay, but it won't be in time, and it's a leadoff double.
Now batting, left
Well,
fielder.
this is one of the few mistakes he's made all game long. Not too many guys have made solid contact so far, but he squared that one up pretty well.
Oswaldo Arcia is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. That's double number 3 so far on the year. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Calhoun looks up, and that one is out of here. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 6th home run on the season for him, and it's given the Rays a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, and that's his first hit of the entire series here, and he makes it a good one, all right. This one clears the wall by plenty. And now, back in the dugout, you can imagine he's probably saying, gosh, it's about time.
Standing in now, Tim Beckham.
Tim Beckham.
As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
And if he wants to turn things around, that's a pitch that he's going to need to start locating better.
Outside and low, 3-0. Seems like they're working very cautiously here. Is this a little too cautious?
Yeah, I mean, why are they giving this guy so much credit up there? He's someone that you got to come right after.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. It's not a bad idea.
Skied into straightaway right. Calhoun waits on it. He's got it one away.
Boy, what a nice 3-1 changeup right there. That swing's basically all arms. He's all geared up to get that fastball, and it ends up being an easy flyout.
Hank Conger stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. One out, nobody on. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, heading for second now. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a one-out double.
Well, the average is clearly not where he wants it to be, but you wouldn't know it by that swing right there. Pitch selection has been a problem for him, but this is right out over the plate. And this might help him get back into a positive state of mind.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Stepping in now, Logan Forsythe. Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. Grounded to third. Fielded by Escobar. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Brad Miller.
Brad Miller will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Here comes the first pitch. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. He pulls this one into right. And this is hauled in on the run as he takes quite a tumble but hangs on. And the inning is over. Rays get a couple as you take another look at the 2-run home run. 5 innings complete. It's now 3-1 Tampa. Leading off the inning, Yunel Escobar, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Swing and a miss for strike one.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And, of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a 3rd time.
And this is popped high in the air back behind short. Miller is there for it. 1 away.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Cole Calhoun stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Into the seats, 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Not able to hold on there as he swings through a pitch in the dirt, and it doesn't look good for him now. Down 0-2.
I'll tell you, there have been a lot of swings like that all day long. They just have not been able to get a read on this guy. And that's not the first time he's made a guy look bad up there.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And he makes the throw to first. Calhoun is retired. 2 down now.
Number 27,
Mike Trout will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Now here's the pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk here would at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, this guy has some pop.
And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. You still come after him now on 2-0?
I think you have to be a little careful, but yeah, I don't think you can just give up on him.
3-0 now.
And even on 3-0, it's no given that he's going to be taken up there. We've seen him go after pitches in this spot before. He's not going to hold back.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
And he can afford to be patient here because all he's looking to do is get on base and do his damage from there.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Check swing as he pops this one onto the right side. Franklin has got it, and the side is retired. Angels are gone in order. They still trail it here 3-1. Evan Longoria will dig in now. He's lined out and flied out in 2 trips.
Been hitting the ball pretty well, though, despite the offer so far.
Deolis Guerra will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 54, Deolis Guerra.
Evan Longoria will lead things off as the Rays look to get something going in their half of the 6th.
Evan Longoria.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And a curveball, 79 miles an hour. It's in there 0-2.
Oh, and I like that he went right back to that curveball there after the check swing.
Yeah, you almost got him once. Try it again and see if he can hold off twice.
Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Sent out to straightaway center field. Trout has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Right fielder number
This crowd
20,
oohs and ahs every time this
Souza.
guy hits a fly ball. But he didn't get all of that one, and it's pretty much a can of corn.
Steven Souza will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Line drive to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
I'll tell you, if this is in off the plate just a little bit further, this thing might end up in the cheap seats in left field. But instead, it just gets to the outer half. He still gets pretty good wood on the ball, but he winds up pulling it right at someone.
In now, Brandon Guyer. High in the air out to center field. Trout is there. And the inning is over. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3. But they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Back here at Tropicana Field in St. Pete. We're in the 7th with the Rays out in front, and let's get you caught up with our game summary for the first 6 innings. Albert Pujols will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the one run, that's it.
Action in the Rays' pen now as they've got a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Now a ball hit hard but foul as this one forces the third base coach to dance out of danger. The 1-2 pitch. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
He's been able to get outs when he needs them with that curveball, and there you see what his pitch breakdown has been so far.
C.J. Cron ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yeah, they got him on a breaking ball, so now we'll see if they try to put him away with soft stuff again if they get that chance.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Guyer giving chase, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. And you can see on the graphic right here that that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Jeffrey Marte will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
And with just a 2-run lead, this normally wouldn't be a workaround spot. I just think he's having trouble throwing strikes.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. To 2-2 now.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Two and 2 count. Here it comes. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Keep in mind now, the longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the 2nd out of the inning.
Yeah, and that turns out to be a nice little play there behind the plate. They get the swing through for strike 3, but then he's got to get the out over there at first base and make sure that nobody else advances. And he's able to accomplish both of those tasks.
Into the box now, Johnny Giavotella, as he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nick Franklin steps into the box. The leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th. Behind 0-2. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Curveball got him swinging for the first out. This guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. Throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee-high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Knocked down 5 in a row, giving him a real lift out there.
Tim Beckham will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Perez will come forward now. Out and struck out in his first 2 appearances.
There. Other than that, he's earned the right.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Again, he sends it out of play. He'll another shot here. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Yunel Escobar will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight.
And Matt, they'd like nothing more than to ignite a 2-out rally right here. Maybe scratch at least 1 across before the 9th.
Around that 110 mark.
And it remains a 3-1 ball game. Away. Ground ball right side. Backhanded. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
He's put together 2 spotless innings so far out of the bullpen. I think a 3rd would be above and beyond the call of duty.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Logan Forsythe. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. Hard to shoot. 1.
This is a guy that
Trout. As they look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Slow curveball like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to